Alright, hopefully this recording will be a little bit better. I figured out how to not hear myself when recording my own voice, so I think that'll stop some of my stuttering that I've noticed I've been doing. Like I said, we're not going to be doing a whole lot of barrelmancy, but I'm just grabbing one barrel for these ogres to make it go a little bit faster. It's completely unnecessary. It's not really giving me any significant advantage other than just making the fight go quicker. This is going to be a bit of a shorter video than the last one. We're just going to finish up level 4 here and hit level 5. So we just start off the fight. Pretty much anyone could use this strategy with 2 hand crossbows using the bonus action attack and the action hide, but as like a rogue or gloomstalker, super easy. I mean, even a level 2 rogue could do this strategy. Just go up to the second story, attack. We'll do that here. Attack. Bonus action hide. Move out of the way. And then the ogres don't do anything. Repeat. It's a simple strategy that works for quite a few fights. We'll be doing it for another fight later on. I think it's not in this video, but it'll be in another video probably. But I've kind of demonstrated this strategy before. Get to somewhere where the enemy can't hit you, can't do anything. Hide, they don't move, attack them, win the fight. Easy, simple, repeat. The only reason I waited till level 4 was I thought I might use the mage hand for what I was discussing in the last video, where the intelligence band ogre uses blur, and you can combine hiding for advantage and mage hand or shovel standing next to the ogre to still get a sneak attack off. But I already demonstrated that in the last video, so. We'll just sort of watch the rest of the fight play out. I'm going to be going through most of the fights in this video at 2 times speed, probably because we're not really doing any new strategies, just kind of repeating the same stuff. Alright, I'm going to try to stop saying and kind of. I don't mind just randomly using special arrows. I'm going to steal more anyway. Especially once I hit level 5 and I get my +3 proficiency and another dex. We'll have just a ton of bonuses to sleight of hand. And then I can partial rest, steal, partial rest, steal. If I so choose. I think there may be something where you get like a little bit more experience from this fight if you talk to them first and then kill them afterwards. Can't remember exactly. And I like to watch some other streamers for ideas and things like that. I mean, I like watching, for example, Mythical Edge's videos, seeing what Mythical Edge does sometimes. They did a partial Arcane Trickster run, but I was watching their Swashbuckler run. Using like speed potions and all that. You don't have to do all that, you could just attack them from afar. This tier fight is going to be extremely simple here. We're going to use Mage Hand to get what I've been calling the alley-oop assassination or alley-oop kills. Which is basketball terminology if you don't know that. So obviously there's a very high up ledge over here. Mage Hand's buffed with Long Strider and the Strength Elixir. Mage Hand can throw the enemy down, all the way down the cliff. And if they don't die, then Astarion will be waiting to finish them off with a sneak attack. And you can kill 2 of them like that pretty easily. And then once you get 2 out of the way, you knock them out one after the other. So significantly increasing your odds of winning. And then just finishing off the last guy. Maybe I could throw the last guy down too, but I'm not going to. So 1 health left on the trader there. As always, make sure you talk to the traders first to get more loot when you kill them. We'll get the little kill there, and then we'll try to move on to the next enemy. Do the same thing. There's some scrolls I'm going to be keeping, some scrolls I'm going to be selling, some that maybe I don't need to keep, but I will just in case I feel like using it later. And some scrolls that are useful now but won't be later. Like, eventually I'm going to get Featherfall as a spell, but right now I don't have the spell, so I'll keep the scrolls. So we lure the other enemy, the archer here, to the edge, and we're going to do the same thing. Set up our little alley-oop assassination. The nice thing about Mage Hand throwing these guys is if Mage Hand fails to throw them, it's not really considered an aggressive action. They're just kind of like, what the hell are you doing? And that's it. And then Mage Hand can just keep repeating ad-lib. Another thing that I forgot to mention last video with the Mage Hand throwing action is it'll give you a little UI tooltip saying a percentage there. That percentage is always going to be completely wrong. That percentage that it shows when you're doing the throw action is basically a hypothetical percentage for your chance to hit that enemy with a ranged attack in melee distance at disadvantage. It has nothing to do with the athletics check of throwing them. Unfortunately, Mage Hand doesn't get any athletics bonuses, but they do get the +5 to strength, which helps out a little bit. And then +8 to strength once you get the Cloud Giant elixirs. On my last kind of experimental run, I also used Bull's strength for advantage. But I don't think that'll be something I use on this run. I don't think it'll be worth my concentration. Since I'm not playing with like a camp caster or party member. I'm just taking out this ladder to make sure I can block paths to the, this melee paladin getting to me and by chance hitting me with a big crit, attack, smite all at once. They can still possibly get up these little boxes on the side here. Another thing I haven't really introduced yet is that despite being invisible, your allies can still block paths. So some people like to block paths with boxes, whatever. You could just put an invisible Mage Hand between you and an enemy and they might not be able to go through unless they misty step or jump. But yeah, we'll kill Anders pretty handily here. We get the Broodmother Amulet buff now. Do quite a bit of damage. I forgot to dash first to get the lightning charges, but we'll go ahead and do that since I forgot. And I put Mage Hand in that position to block that path. But I don't remember why I moved moved over here. Maybe I thought it would block either side, so now he has to jump over, but... Oh, that's right, he's surprised. So I'm just using it to get a sneak attack.
Go for the throat.
Kill shovel. See, that's, you know, 35 damage, nothing, not insignificant. That could have one-shot me right there, but we're not going to let him attack me. He's kind of in an awkward position now to hit, so I just throw him back with Mage Hand. I didn't succeed there. I'm going to shove him and succeed. Oh no, that's right. Somehow he didn't see the Mage Hand after that happened. And so Mage Hand didn't even enter combat. I was able to just throw him again. Like I said, sometimes if you fail the throw, it's not considered an aggressive action, and if he doesn't see you, can just retry. So I think I just finished him off here. Yeah. I mean, that poison damage added on each attack with the hand crossbows is kind of a lot there. 10 damage. Off camera, I finished murdering some of these goblins in here. Of course, I left Roa alive. You gotta make sure you keep her out of the fight so she doesn't leave the goblin camp. I mean, you could get her in a fight and then run away, but once you really aggro all the goblins by fighting like Dror Ragzlin, she'll leave. But I want to keep stealing scrolls and stuff from her. Visibility potions, elixirs, whatever's in her inventory. I'm just going to assassinate the last goblin here and then take out Gut. You can always do the dialogue to get Gut over in the other room by yourself, but I think this is fine. I just pretty much killed everybody else. Let's see. Ah, shovel missed. To be honest, I don't remember what Gut can do, so I'm just playing this one pretty safe. Keeping my distance, hiding around corners, using ice arrows, seeing if I can induce a prone condition and just skip their turn. Doing the same stuff. Athletics failed. If you leave Mage Hand vulnerable like that, it's not going to go well for you. So Mage Hand died, but Gut uses the shield reaction, which means she doesn't have the reaction for like an opportunity attack, so Shovel can just get some distance. There we go, we got a prone. We'll just keep our distance, hide around corners. We should be pretty safe. We still have spell slots for shield if we need it. I probably could have swapped to hand crossbows here, but it's fine. Now we're gonna make our way to Gut's little room here with the ogre. Just gonna have mage hand scout ahead, turn off some lights in case I want to hide in some darkness. Can't remember if this ogre has dark vision or not, but I'm sure I could find somewhere to hide if I need to. Same strategy as the other ogres, get to high ground, shoot them when like, you don't have to make these fights overly complicated. I think I do switch to, do I switch to the hand crossbows? Can't remember. I just want to get the surprise round here. Keep using the same strategy, poison damage, ice arrows for prone, maybe Bane can help them slip. Get some distance. I don't want her like pounding me to the ground with her melee attacks. She might throw some weapons at me, but I think she's a little too big to climb the ladder. I mean, I'm doing quite a bit of damage on each attack. That's like 25 damage on one arrow. With a chance to slip and bang and all that. I haven't really been using it, but you can always Hexblade's Curse with your bonus action if you want to. Honestly, I think I just finish her off here. Let's see. Oh no, okay, probably one more attack. Shield, distance, high ground. Just easy fights, right? We're in honor mode, so we don't want to take any risks. Just keep things simple. Now we're gonna go back to the Zhentarim hideout where we got Herald and the Gloves of Thievery. We're gonna finish off this heist. I'm gonna show you how Mage Hand really lets you be the heist expert here, right? Really gives you those infiltrator utility kind of vibes. So Mage Hand is just gonna throw everyone into pits basically. Go invisible, turn out lights, throw people into pits. Press buttons, you know, fly around. And like I said, if you fail the throw, they're just kind of like, what was that? I can't believe this weird little hand is trying to do something to me. Boom, dead. No one notices. I'm not invisible anymore, but that's fine. And we'll sort of keep out that strategy. Wait till they get close to a ledge. I don't think I'm accomplishing my goal of not saying kind of, sort of. We'll see. Oh no, we failed. So we'll do it again. Throw them in the pit. Instant death. Get some keys out of it. The keys still show up on the ledge. I mean, you could probably do this yourself by drinking a strength elixir, but if you wanted to, like I've said in the past, have bloodlust running or whatever, have you a little bit stronger of combat strength, with the Bloodlust, you could still keep that elixir and just have your mage hand do this. This is the same strategy people always use for like the Dwergar in Grimforge before you fight Nier. Which we'll probably do the same thing there. I'm going to try to speed up and skip through things as much as possible if I've already pretty well explained them and demonstrated them. I don't want to waste y'all's time. We failed again. What's that? It's okay, we'll just do the same thing. Minor illusion, draw to the edge, throw them into the pit. For some reason, now that these wolves don't have any masters, they don't really mind getting killed. So we're gonna help out Shadowheart and get rid of all the wolves. We don't want her to get scared. Just want to experience a piece. We're going to... Oh, I forgot to mention, after we did that last ogre fight, that I just went down to the Underdark and grabbed Valor Loof. So that's what I have equipped now. I didn't really do anything else interesting. We'll go back down to the Underdark through this entrance in the Zhentarim hideout to kill the Minotaurs. And we'll use the same general strategy of just keeping high ground and shooting them. I think that'll be in the next video, though. I haven't really done this before, but I thought it would be fun to lure them over next to these smoke bombs that they have here and just explode everything. Since I haven't done this before, I didn't realize that... Because I usually attack this lady over here first. I didn't realize she would try to run away. She's zooming. So I'm trying to like initiate combat here. So she doesn't somehow escape. But I miss.
How delicious.
Luckily she does enter combat, but then she kills Mage Hand and gets out of combat. What a mess. So I just Misty Step over and enter combat. I make sure to get away from that smoke powder barrel in case she does anything crazy. That bridge could get destroyed, and then yeah. I just took a strength elixir and threw her into the pit. That's it, I think. Yeah. Oh, okay. We'll have a couple more videos here. This is me leveling up to level 5. Doesn't matter what spell you take, we're gonna replace it anyway. Tasha's, whatever. Charm person you could take. And then we're gonna take mage armor finally. So we have us and all our minions buffed with long strider, and then we'll buff the mage hand with mage armor. Plus 3 AC to mage hand is a decent little AC buff. Helps it die a little bit less. We'll take +2 dexterity for our feet. That way we can get to 20 with either the graceful cloth or the hag hair. At some point I might do just a full little guide to stealing, but now that we're level 5 with +4 to dexterity, +6 on our expertise, so +10, and then +2 from the smuggler's ring. We'll eventually have +1 from our armor, advantage, +2d4 from guidance and shapeshifter's boon. I mean, we have a really good chance to succeed on stealing everything. There's some ways to mitigate getting into combat if they do catch you. One of them being some kind of tedious things like giving them money. There's some other little strategies people do, like splitting gold up to make it easier to steal. You can always respec to level 1 to have to give them less money to get their approval bar up, and then if they catch you stealing and their approval's high, they won't instantly want to attack you. They'll kind of give you some leeway. You could always put down a darkness arrow first and then just bonus action to hide in it when they get aggressive, then run away. I mean, you have 2 dashes as a rogue, so you could easily flee combat, change disguises, and they won't know the difference. But yeah, I'll be doing a lot of that type of stealing off screen probably. It's not super interesting. I probably won't be doing the respec to 1 and giving them money. I'll just steal stuff when I want to. And you can always just take an invisibility potion. But yeah, that's it for this video.